workshop is on why am I? It is not who am I. We all know who are we. Yes or no? We are all that Satchit Anand consciousness. There is no difference between you and me or any other person as far as who am I is concerned. So finally the question is, why am I? Why have I come here? What is my purpose? What I have come to be in this world? We have to understand, to find our life purpose is actually the last stage of life. It doesn't happen so easily. Your identity is hidden within deep, deep layers of your subconsciousness. Ab kyun aaye ho? It is hidden within deep layers of your subconscious because it will only come forth when you are strong enough to handle it. Yes, it will only come forth when you are strong enough to live it. Only then it will come forth. It will not just come in the beginning stages of life. Your life purpose is revealed to you only after your 7 chakras are quite balanced. We won't say 100% balanced, but they should be quite balanced for you to know what is your life purpose. In your Mooladhara chakra, you should be ready to work and face challenges. Only then your life purpose will be revealed. In your Swadhisthana chakra, you should be ready to honor your identity. So in the Swadhisthana chakra, whatever you are, you have to honor yourself at that time. Today you don't know your identity, but you still need to learn to honor yourself, because when the identity is revealed, you will automatically honor yourself. Yes or no? So in the Swadhisthana chakra, you learn not only to honor yourself, you learn also how to defend yourself, how to stand up for yourself. Yes? So that strength has to come in the Swadhisthana chakra. Finally, in the Manipur chakra, in order for you to know your life purpose, you have to be ready to believe in your own opinions. Because your opinions will come from inside you, so that you live your identity. You can't be bothered by what others are saying. You can't be influenced by what others are saying. Only when you have self-respect and you believe in your opinions, only then your life purpose will be revealed. In your heart chakra, in order for you to know your life purpose, you have to be ready to trust whatever is happening. Whatever is happening to shape you to your identity. You have to be ready to believe that things will happen. That belief has to be there. The heart chakra is the one that connects you with the rest of the humanity. If you don't believe in anything, the rest of the humanity is not connected to you. So in your heart chakra, you should be ready to trust, ready to believe, ready to love, ready to give. Because your life purpose is only to, at the end of the day, is to give. You will be living your being, but finally you will be giving. So unless your heart chakra is open, your life purpose will not be fully revealed to you. Then in your throat chakra, you have to be ready not to compare yourself with another. You have to know your identity is unique. This one's identity is unique. I am not going to compare and think I am less. My throat should be fully open so that I can express my identity. So your Vishuddha chakra should be open so that your life purpose can be revealed, so that it can be. In Agya chakra, you should be ready to accept. Yes, things will not change. They will remain the way they are. But only when you accept, you get the power to change, or you get the power to find a solution. So you should be able to accept. And in the crown chakra, you should be able to live with gratitude and contentment with what you have got. Then only your life purpose will be revealed. Clear? Now what stops you from knowing your life purpose? It is the ego of the 7 chakras. Yes, it is the fears of the 7 chakras, and they need to be flushed out. The fears have to be flushed out unconditionally. You have to understand, you don't have to learn anything. You just have to flush away these fears. In the root chakra, you have fears of survival. What if I die? What if I die? You have to understand, when you were never born, how will you die? Your body was born, you were not born, you were there. So these fears of survival, you cannot come to know. Because of your fears of survival, your root chakra is blocked. Because of your self-doubt, Swadhisthana is blocked. Because of your dependency on the world, oh, I need him to live my life purpose, I need this person. That dependency has to be flushed out to open the Manipur chakra. The fear of mistrust, betrayal, that no, my desires will not be met, they have to be flushed out to open the heart chakra. The guilt, the fear of non-appreciation, the fear that other person is better than me has to be flushed out to open the throat chakra. The ego, the anger, the resistance, that why the world is like this, why it is not like this, it has to be flushed out. You have to realize everything is good. Everything is there for a cause. You have to flush it out in the Agnya chakra. And finally, all the discontentment, all the unknown fears, the hidden fears, they have to be flushed out to open the crown chakra. Only when these all fears are flushed out and you learn the lessons of all the 7 chakras, when you start looking at yourself within. When you look at yourself within, only then you come to know, why am I? Why am I? Today you are born with a specific life purpose. The world needed you, and that is why you are born. There are never 2 people doing the same thing. There might be people who are encouraging you to do the same thing. Understand, you are a unique person, but around you many similar people are also born. Basically to give you competition, basically to give you that, that inspiration to grow in life. But the person who will reach the life purpose will be only you. And understand, the life purpose is waiting to be revealed to you when you are ready. You miss it many times in life, but it keeps on coming. Who sends the life purpose to you? Who sends the knowledge of life purpose to you? Ask yourself. Yes? You attract. Yes? In this world, सबसे पहले समझो कि there is no one person sitting at the back and monitoring everybody. There is no God. It's just that we are designed with a mechanism, we attract. Whatever we are, we attract. If we are negative, we attract the negative also. If we are positive, we attract the positive also. But we have to understand that there is no single authority who is monitoring everybody. Like there are people, they say, God is looking at me, how much I am suffering, why He is not coming to help me? Yes or no? Many times people ask this question, भगवान तो देख रहा है, वो क्यों अन्याय होने दे रहा है, वो इस ये पर्सन इतना क्रूअल है, इसको क्यों फायदा हो रहा है, मेरे साथ क्यों नुकसान हो रहा है? होता है ना, we ask ourselves. चलो इसी का पूछते हैं, इसका आंसर क्या है? Why God is not listening? Why one person who is working hard and trying to be good and trying to be nice, he is suffering, and he feels that the other person who is not good, who is on the other side, he is getting the benefit. Lost focus? No, that's not the answer. He is attracting all the negativity, that is fine. Yes? See, as we said, karma is what? What is karma? Karma is not that we have done something negative in the past. सबसे पहले तो कर्मा को शैकल करना है. Understand, there is nothing called karma. आज अगर आपने जाके किसी का मर्डर भी कर दिया, you are not going to suffer for it. If you feel मैंने सही किया, he deserved it. Karma is not a law. Karma is not that if you do wrong, you will get wrong. जैसे करनी वैसे भरनी, वो नहीं होता. But yes, if you believe that I have done something wrong and I deserve to be punished, that is karma. But if you do something and you feel what I did was right, if Robin Hood stole money from rich people and he gave it to poor people and he felt that he was right, it was not a bad karma. Do we understand that? कर्मा को सबसे पहले निकालना पड़ता है to come out of this. But what happens is that in one way karma works because in our deep subconsciousness this fear is ingrained by the society. If you steal, you will suffer. झूठ बोलोगे, पाप पड़ेगा. Right? We have got this ingrained in our mind. So what happens is when we do bad, we know we are going to suffer, and so be it. But as you evolve spiritually, a time comes that you have to shatter these beliefs. When I take Crown Chakra classes, I tell you, shatter these beliefs. If I do something, I will suffer. No. Life also punishes people. Yes or no? Life needs God. It also punishes people. No? It also punishes. Their children are born handicapped. People suffer in their lives physically, emotionally, mentally. It is life. No? Yes or no?
कर्मा किसी को हैंडीकैप बच्चे आते हैं बोलते हैं हमारे कर्म थे उसके साथ वो कर्म इनडायरेक्टली तो आते ही हैं.
But see, we have to understand what is karma. Karma is not what you did. Karma is what you believe in. Understand this again. Karma is not what you did. Karma is what you believe in. If you believed in struggles, you invited them. Today, why one person, as we said in the example, why he said that I am doing so good, I am so honest, I am so nice, but the world doesn't help me. Because his karma, his belief is nobody helps me. Nobody. There's nobody there for me. I'm all by myself. That is his karma. When you believe nobody is going to help you, I am destined to suffer, I am destined to struggle, that is his karma. And the person who is doing as per him the wrong acts and he is getting his way is because he believes that what I do, I get. He believes in himself. So we have to understand the subtle difference. That is why karma can be destroyed by meditation. Karma can be destroyed by a guru. Why? Because once he makes you aware, this is your belief. You can work on your belief and shatter it during meditation. You don't have to suffer it physically. You don't have to suffer it physically. You can destroy it during meditation. This is what I believe in, and today I decide not to believe in this. I decide to believe in it. Clear? Yes? That is why many yogis and rishis in the olden times, in young age they used to leave their homes. They said we don't want to live karma in this world. So they used to leave the world, sit on a mountain, suffer there only. Whatever physical needs, physical desires, physical suffering, in meditation itself they used to resolve it. Yes? In meditation itself they used to decide, I don't want it. They never used to face it physically. Okay? So this is the thing about beliefs. So basically, let's start with this workshop. Okay? Why am I? This is basically designed to help you find what are my talents, what are my traits, what am I, right? Inside, why am I and what is my unique talent. So this is something that you need to introspect within yourself. You have to understand the family you were born in. It was chosen by you to live your life with us. The lessons you learnt in your childhood, the lessons you learnt in your family were only because you had to live your life like this. The physical body that you are born in is only to live your life like this. Your mental opinions, your mental thoughts, they are exactly aligned to your life purpose. Your senses, they are built so that you can live your life. So everything about you, you are a unique geometry which is meant to live your life purpose. And your life purpose comes to you many times in your life. Like today morning only this thought came to me. I will tell you my personal story. That I was meant to do Rudraksh. Okay. So universe knew that I was meant to discover the secrets of Rudraksh and gemstones. But universe knew that I had to use the e-commerce medium. I had to use the e-commerce medium. Right? Today when I look at my life, I am talking this. So it knew that I had to do it, so I went into a computer science field. Okay, I did my graduation, I did my post-graduation in computers. After that, how to put me into Rudraksh? Because there was nobody in Rudraksh. So how to put me into it? So then it said, कि एक काम करते हैं इसको इंडोनेशिया या नेपाल भेज देते हैं, because there I will see Rudraksh, कहीं तो I will come close to the subject. तो पहले उन्होंने सोचा होगा इसकी नेपाली से शादी कर देते, इंडोनेशियन से शादी कर देते, और थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट था बिकॉज ऑफ कल्चर. तो फाइनली जो है हस्बैंड का ट्रांसफर कर दिया इंडोनेशिया. कि नाउ यू गो एंड स्टे इन इंडोनेशिया, सो समवेयर यू विल कम क्लोज टू रुद्राक्ष. देखो यूनिवर्स कॉन्स्पायर्स, नो दैट समवेयर यू हैव टू कम टू नो अवर लाइफ पर्पस. अच्छा, व्हेन आई वेंट देयर आई वाज इन माय ओन वर्ल्ड. I didn't know what to do, so I opened first I worked as a teacher, then I opened a restaurant. और खाने पीने में मस्त हो गए, राइट, लोगों को खाना वाना खिलाने में. तो रेस्टोरेंट खोल दिया, 10 साल वहाँ रहे. बहुत बार रुद्राक्ष सप्लायर्स आते थे हमारे, राइट, दे यूज्ड टू कम एंड शो मी, बट हम भगा देते थे क्योंकि हम तो रेस्टोरेंट में बिजी थे. सो दे केम मेनी टाइम्स टू माय प्लेस एंड आई नेवर नोटिस्ड. ना मैंने खुद पहना, ना मुझे कोई समझ भी आया उसके बारे में. अब लाइफ में सोचा होगा आप क्या करें, ये तो इंडोनेशिया 10 साल हो गए, इनको वापस जाके इंडिया में काम करना है, बट शी इज नॉट इवन अट्रैक्टेड टू रुद्राक्ष. अब यूनिवर्स ने कहा आप क्या करें, तो उसने कहा एक काम करते हैं, विल गो वाया हर फादर. तो व्हाट दे डिड, दे डेवलप्ड द इंटरेस्ट इन माय फादर कि भाई आप रुद्राक्ष करो, बट इट वाज नॉट हिज लाइफ पर्पस. तो व्हाट दे डिड, दे गॉट इंटरेस्ट इन माय फादर कि चलो आप रुद्राक्ष करो और नीता से रुद्राक्ष मंगवाओ, तो उस बहाने शी विल टच रुद्राक्ष एंड सी. तो ठीक है, माय फादर स्टार्टेड टेलिंग नीता इंडोनेशिया में रुद्राक्ष मिलते हैं, प्लीज सोर्स रुद्राक्ष फॉर यू. सो आई यूज्ड टू गेट, टेक द पैकेट, सेंड इट, टेक द पैकेट, सेंड इट. हम ज़्यादा ध्यान तब भी नहीं देते थे. उसके बाद यूनिवर्स परेशान हो गया, कहते इसको तो इंडिया ही बुला. तो आई केम टू इंडिया. अब इंडिया के हमको, आई सर्च फॉर अ जॉब इन IT, आई डिडंट गेट एनी जॉब बिकॉज यूनिवर्स डिडंट वांट मी. तो सारे लोग मुझे रिजेक्ट कर देते थे, तो मुझे अपने हिसाब से जॉब नहीं मिला. बिकॉज एक्चुअली इन इंडोनेशिया आवर सैलरीज वर वेरी हाई. And in the year 2000, there was a lot of IT recession. So you were not getting those kind of salaries also. So, and at the same time, my father said, no, Nita, you have to do a business. My reputation, because he was a president in that city, president of a company. So he said, I don't want you to do I don't want you to do a job. You do a business. अब हमने कहा फिर क्या करें बिजनेस, रुद्राक्ष तो दिखा नहीं, तो हम फिटनेस का बिजनेस करने लगे. I started dealing in sports and fitness equipments like treadmills and this gym and all that, you know. तब भी हमें रुद्राक्ष नहीं दिखा. तो what I'm saying is कि धीरे धीरे क्या हुआ, one day यूनिवर्स ने मे बी मेरे फादर को स्वप्न दिखाया कि नीता को बोलो कि रुद्राक्ष की एक वेबसाइट बना. So my father got up in the morning and he said, Nita, why don't you make a website on Rudraksh? Now that interested me. The Rudraksh word didn't interest me at all. Only the making of the website, because that is what I was trained in. So I said, ठीक है, I will make a website. You know, तो website बनाने के चक्कर में हम रुद्राक्ष पढ़ने लगे. I started, you know, मैंने सोचा I will make a website, hand it over to my father, and then I will do something else. At that same time, I was searching for some kind of job, which I didn't know. I was searching for a programming job, but I was not getting. So then what happened? I made a website on Rudraksh. Since I was very perfectionist, I studied. I read all the Puran, I read the Bhagavad, I read जहाँ Rudraksh का reference था. Because if I have to do something, I will do it very well with lot of thoroughness. So then I studied everything about Rudraksh and all, and that got me very curious. It looks like something very strange, you know. Books में लिखा है even a dog can wear it. और यहाँ जो लेटेस्ट बुक है 1980 वाली जिसमें लिखा है लेडीज कैन नॉट वेयर, हिंदूज कैन नॉट, ओनली हिंदूज कैन वेयर. आई सेड देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ डिस्क्रिपेंसी, समवन इज टेलिंग लाइज. एंड देन आई आस्क्ड माय फादर कि पापा वेदास एंड पुराण कभी झूठ बोलते हैं क्या? ही सेड नो, दे नेवर लाई. आई सेड देन इट्स ऑब्वियसली दीस पीपल आर लाइंग. एंड आई रेड, दैट गॉट मी वेरी क्यूरियस. And that is how I just got into the subject. And as I went into the Rudraksh, it was like even after 1 year, 2 years, I tried to come out of it. But then I saw no way out. Like, all the doors were closed. Then you can only do this. There was no way out. Even after 5 years of doing Rudraksh, I wanted to come out. I thought, no, enough. Now I will come out. That same day, many orders used to come. कभी पैसे का लालच होता था, कभी होता था अब इसके अलावा क्या करेंगे, कोई और रास्ता नहीं दिखता था. So I was into Rudraksh. Like universe closes the doors till you realize it. It was almost 8 years after doing this subject when I realized that I was born only for this. This was my life purpose. So that was a very, very revealing moment when I realized that this was what I was born with. I was born to take out the secrets of Rudraksh, take out the secrets of gemstones, tell the world about it. In this journey, I learned about chakra also. I went into deep meditation states. I imbibed all this knowledge. So, after that everything got in place, and then a time came when I realized that I am a chakra yogi who heals people through Rudraksha and gemstones. I realized my identity. Because the moment you realize, I remember it was about 4 to 5 years back maybe 4 years back when I realized my identity. And it gave me so much happiness. Like few days I was just walking with a smile on my face because I knew who I was. It was so blissful to get you a name, right? Today the name that universe gives you, the world gives you is very different. But the day you know why am I born, it makes you so happy, Just the sentence, who am I, really makes you so happy. What is my identity in this birth? Then you come to know, and after that, of course, things follow. No, it was just in meditation. It just happens. You realize, like that. It's just you realize it. That I am this from deepest core. From my deepest core, I am a chakra yogi who heals people through Rudraksha and gems. It's just that it happens. It's not that it's in a dream state. And one thing I would like to tell, in this world, there is no miracle. See, today now, what I see around, it's just recently I started noticing, because in all my journey, I was very much confined to my office, my work, my meditation. I never knew what the world was doing. It's only in recent times when I started seeing what the world is doing. And I can tell you that the world is heavily misguided. Everyone, most of the gurus and most of the speakers, they are taking the people in an illusionary world, which is not real. We have to understand, in this world there is no miracle. There is no miracle except that you itself are the miracle. आज इस दुनिया में जो भी चीज क्रिएट हुई है, who has created? Has God created? Has God created all these amenities? Has God created the beautiful lifestyle that we are living today? Has God created or man created? So man is the biggest miracle. Today you call a miracle if someone just suddenly manifests a laddu. Can't you see that halwai making a laddu? Isn't that a miracle? What a tasty thing he makes out of that bland besan. So today the biggest problem in us is that we are searching for miracles. कि कोई बाबा आके ऐसे कर दे, वैसे कर दे, उठा दे, जंप करा दे. That day I saw one video on Kundalini rising. I was really shocked, because I saw that ladies are, going in an intoxicating state and hugging someone and going mad. They need to go to doctors. All psychiatrists, So, it was so strange that, people are misguiding what is spirituality. People are thinking that spirituality means, or guru means that he is going to do some miracle and he is going to give you some ashirvad and your life is going to change. Nothing is going to change. Even if you serve a guru for hundreds of years, you will remain the chela only. You will only come out when you realize yourself as the guru. There is no guru other than you. And there is no truth that you have to awaken these powers within. Everything has to be awakened within. And understand there are no extrasensory powers also. ऐसा कोई extrasensory power नहीं होता है. We have to understand that we are made up of 4 consciousness. The body, the mind, the senses and the soul. ये चारों की इंडिविजुअल प्रॉपर्टीज हैं। बॉडी जो है हाथ से काम करती है ना, ध्यान से सुनो, राइट? बॉडी इज ऑलवेज डूइंग फिजिकली, माइंड इज ऑलवेज डूइंग थ्रू नॉलेज बेस्ड थिंकिंग, senses are always feeling, and your soul is experiencing what is happening. Clear? Your soul is experiencing. Now understand that all these four consciousness, they get equal chance to achieve peak of performance called enlightenment. Today, we have decided to fragment ourselves into four parts: body, mind, senses, soul. Enlightenment केवल soul का नहीं होता है, चारों का enlightenment होता है। बॉडी कहती है भाई आई हैव कम टू गिव एवरीबडी अ फिजिकल सेल्फ, आई ऑल्सो वॉन्ट टू रीच एनलाइटनमेंट एंड आई वॉन्ट टू टेल पीपल बॉडी क्या क्या कर सकती है। तभी क्रिपल लोग तक माउंट एवरेस्ट क्लाइंब कर लेते हैं। विदाउट अ लेग पीपल आर एबल टू डांस, विदाउट अ लेग दे आर एबल टू रन फास्टर देन पीपल विद टू लेग्स, बिकॉज बॉडी टेल्स यू, यू पुट मी डाउन, यू ब्रेक मी, you mutilate me, I will run and I will show you the peak of enlightenment, which is body enlightenment. तो body अपना power दिखाना चाहती है। See, in spirituality we surrender the body to the soul, पर जो body consciousness है वो भी enlightenment प्राप्त करती है। Against all the odds, against all the challenges, the body shows you I can do everything. I'm not dependent on even the hands or the legs or the eyes. Even without eyes, I can write wonderful books, as shown by Helen Keller. So body also achieves enlightenment. Clear? Second, mind. Mind, is knowledge, right? The mind consciousness also achieves enlightenment. Mind कहता है तू मुझे education मत दे, मैं तेरे को world का सबसे बड़ा scientist बन के दिखाऊंगा। I'm not dependent on your education. See, this is challenge to the people. You will say नहीं, अगर मुझे ये मिला, if I get good education, good environment, then I'm going to be, very productive. Mind says you don't even teach me ABCD, I will go on to become one of the biggest poet, one of the biggest writers. So mind also achieves the peak of enlightenment. Clear? Nothing can bog the mind down. With mind also people achieve enlightenment. Clear? That is why the people who are very much knowledgeable, like Einstein and all, that's why I quote them very often. They have achieved enlightenment through the mind. Yes or no? Enlightenment is not just a purview of the gurus, right? It is not only Ramana Maharishi or Gautam Buddha or Jesus Christ. All the people who have achieved peaks in their life because of their mind, they have achieved enlightenment. They are immortal, they are still remembered. Yes, all the people who have invented technology, who have given opinions to people which are still followed today in this world, they are the mind which has achieved enlightenment. Clear? Third, senses. The senses tell you that yes, I am there for you to, I'm there for you for feelings. I give you pleasure and pain. But today I will also achieve enlightenment. Through senses, the actress, the people who are actors, they also achieve enlightenment when they achieve the peak of their performance in entertaining people. Even the cooks, the best cook will achieve enlightenment. The best tansen, he will achieve enlightenment. The best in the smell, the best in the taste, the best in the sight, the best in the painting, the best singer in the world, they will all achieve enlightenment because that is the height of the senses. And finally comes the soul. The soul inside is your identity. It's basically, when we talk of the soul, we talk about the caring within us, the dharma within us. That also achieves enlightenment by ways of gurus. So first, again we will understand this part, body. Body is concerned with gross material because body is the only physical self, tangible self of you. The body is the gross material. It is concerned with survival, health, stability, material comfort, longevity, and its challenge is moha. Right? The body's challenge is moha. It develops attachment. Body is the consciousness within you which doesn't want to die. It only wants to survive. So whatever it does is for survival, health, stability, and material comfort to ensure your longevity. Clear? Second is mind. Mind is concerned with the knowledge part of you. It is concerned again with survival because it also wants. Moha is always only with the physical things. You never have moha with a non-tangible thing. You will always have moha. Only your body will have moha. Yes, yes. Moha only happens with the thing which is physical. It doesn't happen with the thing which is mental. Because moha will not happen with your job. The moha can happen with your company. Moha will never happen with your role. It will happen with your what you are doing. It will be a physical, tangible aspect. Next is mind. Mind is concerned with knowledge. Now mind also wants to survive in a way that it wants intellectual growth, it wants success, and mind is your role play. Today, you are maybe the son, right? Or you are a brother, or you are a husband. But in your role play, your mind, in physically you are a person, but in your role play you are the relations. The mind is the relations within, the relations. You want to live like a good son, a good husband, a good brother. That is your mind. So in your mind it is intellectual growth, success, role play, and mind wants to survive, more and more knowledge, more and more knowledge. Survive doesn't mean physical survival, it is the mental survival. Mind has got the challenge of growth and matsarya. Mind is the one, matsarya means jealousy. Mind is the one which is jealous. Why it has got growth, competition. Why he got growth, why he got promotion, how he made more. Right? So, and Krodh is the anger, ego. So, Krodh and matsarya is the challenge of the mind. Next we come to senses. Senses give you the sensory experience, interaction with the world, all the definitions that you make in this world. ये अच्छा है, बुरा है, छोटा है, बड़ा है, right? Whatever definitions you make in the world, senses put you in maya, they put you in feelings of pleasure and pain, and because of senses, you are prone to mad and lobh. You are prone to mad, a kind of intoxication, and lobh, greed. This is senses. And last, you come to soul. Soul is concerned with creativity, life purpose, ananda, love, eternal, values, dharma, life. And soul is prone to calm, illusions. Illusions happen in soul. थोड़ा slowly we'll start understanding it more deeply. अभी पहले इतना समझते. Is this clear? Okay? बहुत फर्क है ना. मोहा is attachment. मद is a nasha. Mad is a kind of nasha, or mad you can call ego. बहुत difference है. मोहा is attachment to a person and lobh is greed. What is the difference between attachment and greed? Attachment and greed में अंतर है ना. Attachment is not greed, right? This is काम क्रोध यहाँ तो मोह लोभ मत्सर. Okay?
Mentally also we can be attached to people, things.
Actually, it is not attachment, it is more of the dependency. Mentally, no, it is more of the dependency created by the ego, which is Krodh. Today, if you could be dependent, but it won't be attachment, mentally. Attachment, देखो physical होती है ना, physical ज़्यादा होती है attachment.
Mental also we are, अच्छा that is dependence.
That is dependence. Okay? ये चार समझ आ गया? See, you have to understand this properly because you are one of them. You have to understand इस पूरे कमरे में 25% people are this, 25% are this, 25 are this, 25 are this. You know you will notice something very unique. Today in your house, if you are 4 people, all the 4 of you are different. एक mind है, एक soul है, एक senses है, और एक body है. Today only unlike people join with each other. If husband wife, they will be different. घर में जितने बच्चे हैं, they will be different. So understand that percentage हमेशा equal होता है चारों consciousness का. This is the law of equality. The God will make it equal. Today when we will be dividing all, that's why we have made 4 groups today. So people will be divided into 4 groups and they will themselves tell whether they are body, they are mind, they are senses, and they are soul. इसलिए आँख बंद करके खोलो, because this workshop is for you. Clear? So understand little more about the mind, body, soul, and senses. Again, I am repeating only. This is not new information. Body is just that attachment, and body means doing, physical. Okay? Mind means the role play and the knowledge. Mind is the role play and the knowledge, the gyan. Senses are all interactions and feelings, and soul is only the experience, right? Soul is just the experience. It's not feeling, it is being. Okay? Soul is experience and being. Now understand that eventually in your life purpose, the deep soul consciousness has basically the mind and the body have to merge inside the being, and the senses have got to surrender. As you do yoga. योग में ये होता है, जो आपका mind है, आपका body है, it merges with your soul and the senses surrender. Now you have to understand, each one of you is one of the soul types. Are you a body consciousness? Are you a mind consciousness? Are you a sense consciousness? Or are you an identity or soul consciousness? Okay? अब मैं क्या करूँगी, एक एक स्लाइड दिखाऊंगी, और जो जो बॉडी वाले हैं, पहले हम बॉडी की बात करेंगे, जो बॉडी वाले हैं वो यहाँ बैठ जाएंगे. Okay? All body people will sit in this room. Okay? So now we start coming with the body part. You have to identify whether you are the body. First, सबसे पहले you see this trait within you. Are you very supportive, friendly, always there to help, and you are laborious? You believe in the physical labor. You believe that doing is worship. Calm is worship. Doing. If body is healthy, a person can do everything. You believe in doing physically, और आप शरीर का ख्याल रखते हो, because you feel अगर शरीर है ना, इंसान सब कुछ कर सकता है. Priorities. आपकी जिंदगी की priorities क्या है? आपकी जिंदगी की priority है support, stability, survival through health, nutrition, body care, community support. आप family में बहुत believe करते हो, आप oneness with community में बहुत believe करते हो. You like that we family are together. आपके लिए परिवार बहुत important है, right? आपके लिए community बहुत important है. So these are your priorities: support, stability, survival through health, nutrition, body care, community support, family togetherness, oneness with the community. Next, experiences. आपके इनमें से कोई ना कोई experiences जरूर होंगे. One is you might have a discord with your parents or family tension in earlier life. जब आप grow हो रहे थे, probably you didn't have a good relationship with your father. With any kind of, there was a discord in your family. Either there was a severe illness, or there are challenges in body, or struggle, stability issues in early years. आपकी जिंदगी के starting years, because body consciousness you can understand is मूलाधार चक्र, और मूलाधार चक्र के challenges तो आपको face करने रहे होंगे. It could be some issues with the parents, some kind of family tension से आप गुजरे हो, आपको illness से गुजरा होगा आपका या close ones का. There were challenges in body or struggle, stability issues in earlier life. What is your nature? आपका nature है you take care of the bodily needs of self and the immediate environment. आप हो जो कोई भी किसी को मदद चाहिए आप immediately पहुंच जाते हो community में. आपको पता है कि मैं शरीर से ही किसी को help कर सकता हूँ, शरीर से किसी को मदद चाहिए आप वहाँ चले जाओगे, you will be present. So you will be the one who will take care of the physical survival needs. किसी को भी physically मदद चाहिए, किसी को job चाहिए या कुछ चाहिए, you are the one who is always present. You will take care of the bodily needs of self and the immediate environment. और आपकी voice है unity is strength. आप believe करते हो कि हम सब अगर साथ हैं, so that is strength. One needs to surrender the body for training. आप believe करते हो body को train करना है, और body है तो सब कुछ है. So now people who believe that they are the body, please come here. यहाँ बैठ जाइए. Next is the mind consciousness. Okay? Now we come to the mind. Okay? First is उनका trait. They are very intellectual, दे आर वेरी ज्ञान नॉलेज ओरिएंटेड। ये ऐसे लोग हैं जो बार बार पढ़ेंगे, उन्हें कोई भी बात पता लग जाएगी ना, थोड़े डीप में घुस जाएंगे, कोई भी उनको एक वर्ड पता लग गया, दे विल एंटर इनटू दैट। So they are very intellectual, knowledge oriented, and number one, they are very sincere in their role play in family, society and work. If they are the son, they will like to do everything that the son has to do. If they are the husband, they will do whatever is needed for a husband. See, that they will do the role play very well. कि nobody can blame them कि मैं अच्छा पति नहीं रहा या मैं अच्छा बेटा नहीं रहा. So they believe in the sincerity of role play. It is different that other people don't realize that. But they will be very sincere in their role play. Okay? Next, they believe that knowledge is power. If one is educated, trained and disciplined, one can achieve everything. Body वाले believe करते हैं शरीर सब कुछ है, mind वाला believe करता है ज्ञान सब कुछ है. If one is educated, trained, disciplined, one can achieve everything. Priorities, उनकी priority होती है success, growth, career, stability and survival through career, futuristic vision, goal setting, discipline, intellectual abilities, leadership and guiding capabilities. ये इनका priorities है. Experiences, they always have education challenges. They always had time when people told, don't study anymore. आप पढ़ाई मत करो, get into a job, earn for the family. Somewhere they had got education challenges or they felt that maybe I'm not that intelligent enough. But to prove they studied more, they studied. Right? किसी ने कहा नहीं ये BA करेगा, they went on to do maybe physics or they went on to do PhD. Right? So education challenges रहे होंगे and these people always have a kind of ego, non-acceptance and ego issues. They have also dependency issues. These people always get stuck with dependency क्योंकि mind हमेशा किसी ना किसी पे dependent हो जाता है, या family पे या किसी भी external environment पे. They always suffer with dependency issues. They have a tendency to be a perfectionist. Nature, they believe in opinions of self. They love to learn and go deep in knowledge. They believe that their weapon and their armor is only knowledge. Boys, knowledge should be shared. One needs to surrender body and mind for discipline. ये लोग अपने body का भी ख्याल रखते हैं और उसको discipline करने की कोशिश करते हैं. Clear? This is the trait of the mind consciousness. अब जो माइंड है प्लीज इधर आ जाओ. सो माइंड इज क्लियर. तो बॉडी वाला जो है हमेशा शरीर पे ध्यान देगा, वो खाने पे, सर्वाइवल पे, वो देखेगा सबका पेट भरा हुआ है, दे आर नाइसली फेड एंड ऑल. ही विल रियली टेक केयर ऑफ घर बन जाए, उसकी प्रायोरिटी होगी कि हमारे पास घर हो जाए. यू नो हिज प्रायोरिटीज विल बी सर्वाइवल, कि मेरे बच्चे का सर्वाइवल, मेरे फैमिली का सर्वाइवल, कम्युनिटी का सर्वाइवल. एंड दे विल बिलीव इन डूइंग. बॉडी वाले विल बिलीव इन doing, physical doing. Mind वाले will not do in physical doing. They will believe in guiding, knowledge, ज्ञान. उनको लगेगा ज्ञान है तो सब कुछ. वो ज्ञान के द्वारा दूसरों को हेल्प करेंगे, पर उनके challenges will related to education and dependence. Next. Dependency is that they will easily get dependent. मतलब वो सोचेंगे I can't, something like my mother is sick, I better take care of my mother. I can't do a job because my mother is sick. Like they will get dependent because of their role. उनका role जो है ना उसके कारण they tend to become dependent very fast. Because see they have to survive in their role. जैसे आज even in a company. Today they feel that I am doing this work because the company has given me a position. So they will get dependent on the company for this position. So they have a tendency to get dependent. You understand? Body has a tendency to get attachment. Mind has got a tendency to become dependent. That I will be able to play my role just because he is there. So I have to please him. I have to be in his good books. I have to behave as per him. They can get dependency. Even mothers can get dependency on their children and they can stay at home because they don't want to play the role of a good mother, right? You want to play the role of a good daughter, so it's possible that you will end up staying at home and not doing the work that you are supposed to. Clear? Now we come to the sense consciousness. अब sense consciousness जो होती है ना, they believe that everything in this world is for pleasure. Body वाले believe करते हैं कि everything is for survival, longevity. Mind वाले believe करते हैं कि everything is for goal, success, growth. Sense वाले believe करते हैं everything is for the pleasure. हम जीवन में आए ओनली खुश रहने के लिए, एंजॉय करने के लिए। तो दे हैव गॉट हाइटेंड सेंसेस, उनकी सेंसेस बहुत हाइटेंड होती है। दे सीक नेम, फेम। आइडियली एक सेंस कॉन्शियसनेस चाहता है कि मैं सामने खड़े रहूं, पूरी दुनिया सामने हो, मुझे देखे। सो दे सीक नेम एंड फेम, दे लव हाई लाइफ, दे लव द प्लेजर्स ऑफ लाइफ, दे आर क्रिएटिव, दे आर आर्टिस्टिकली एंट्राइंड, and they believe that one needs to make his life comfortable and enjoyable at all costs. They just like comfort, enjoyment, and if one has abundance, he can have all the pleasures. उनकी जिंदगी में मनी जो है बहुत बड़ा पार्ट प्ले करता है, बिकॉज दे बिलीव कि अगर पैसा होगा तो जिंदगी में सारे प्लेजर्स होंगे, प्रायोरिटीज होंगी, एक्सपीरियंसिंग द डिफरेंट सेंसेस। उनको सारे सेंसेस को यूज करना है। They believe in living a tasteful life, gaining pleasure in experiences. They love to enjoy relationship. They get energy when they talk to people. उन्हें energy मिलती है through people, through interactions with people. They feel energized. उनके experiences होते हैं over indulgence, क्योंकि वो overboard हो जाते हैं, addictions हो जाते हैं। उनकी life में हमेशा limitations होते हैं, फाइनेंशियल, सोशल, फिजिकल, मेंटल। घर वाले कहते हैं तू ये नहीं कर सकती, तू लड़की है तो बाहर नहीं जा सकती। दे वांट टू बिकम एन एक्ट्रेस, और दे आर बोर्न इन सच अ कल्चर वेयर दे आर नॉट अलाउड टू बी सो फ्री। सो दे हैव ऑलवेज लिमिटेशंस इन देयर लाइफ। सो दे हैव लिमिटेशंस ऑफ मे बी पैसा नहीं होता इतना जितना वो एंजॉय करना चाहते हैं। फाइनेंशियल, सोशल, फिजिकल, मेंटल, दे हैव लिमिटेशंस। And they have always, you see, their nature is self-conscious and they have opinions about everything. उन्हें कोई भी चीज़ बोलोगे ना, अच्छा था, अच्छा नहीं था, कोई भी खाना टेस्ट करेंगे, टेस्टी है कि नहीं टेस्टी है। बॉडी वाले खाना खाएंगे क्योंकि बॉडी को सर्वाइवल चाहिए, माइंड वाला खाना खाएंगे क्योंकि बॉडी को फिट करके ट्रेन करना है, सेंसेस वाला खाना खाएंगे क्योंकि मजा आता है। डू यू अंडरस्टैंड? सेम चीज़, बॉडी वाले घर में रहेंगे क्योंकि इसका इन्वेस्टमेंट है, बाद में इट्स सेफ फॉर अस, कम्युनिटी है, अच्छे अच्छे लोग हैं आसपास। बॉडी वाले जब घर खरीदेंगे दे विल सी कि ये घर में ना आसपास की सोसाइटी अच्छी है, लोग मिलने जुलने वाले हैं, दे विल गो लाइक। माइंड वाले क्या बोलेंगे, अच्छा इन्वेस्टमेंट है, इसकी रेट काफ़ी बढ़ेगा और ये इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया के आसपास है, ऑफिस जाने में मेरे लिए कन्वीनियंस है। सो दे विल सी द कन्वीनियंस, नॉलेज, ओपिनियंस। सेंस वाले जो हैं ऐसा घर लेंगे, हो सकता है बिल्कुल एक विला या फार्म ले लेंगे जो बहुत दूर होगा, बट बिकॉज इट इज नाइस एंड ब्यूटीफुल दे माइट टेक अ हाउस व्हिच इज 900 स्क्वायर फीट और उसका तो बाहर का गार्डन 2000 स्क्वायर फीट, बिकॉज दे बिलीव जस्ट इन दिस टाइप ऑफ एक्स्ट्रावेगेंस। दे बिलीव इन प्लेजर्स, उनको हर चीज में प्लेजर चाहिए। सो दे हैव, आई रिपीट, दे हैव एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ ओवर इंटेलिजेंस, एडिक्शन। लाइफ में उनको लिमिटेशंस होंगी, it could be financial, social, physical and mental. They are self-conscious and they have opinions about everything. They give too much importance to other opinions also, leading to stress, worries, ego, separation. वो बहुत जल्दी दूसरों के ओपिनियन से भी अफेक्ट हो सकते हैं। उनका नेचर है, they take care of sensory pleasures for self and others to make life a celebration. They believe कि जिंदगी में आए हो, मजे करके जाओ, enjoy. They love marketing, advertising, reaching out to people, and their voice is, life is beautiful. One needs to surrender the body, mind, senses to see the joys of life. We don't know. So those people who are senses, please come here. अब आप ये समझिए कि जो बॉडी कॉन्शियसनेस है, जो बॉडी कॉन्शियसनेस है वो क्या है, मूलाधार में है। तो उनके चैलेंजेस, क्योंकि देखो आपको खुद को रियलाइज करना है, यू विल ओनली रियलाइज योरसेल्फ व्हेन यू फेस ऑपोजिट। जब आप बिल्कुल उल्टा फेस करोगे तभी तो आप रियलाइज करोगे ना। तो जो बॉडी कॉन्शियसनेस है उनको इनिशियली फैमिली के साथ बॉन्डिंग, फैमिली में एक्सेप्टेंस, कम्युनिटी इश्यूज, स्ट्रगल, दे हैव ऑलवेज फेस दो टाइप ऑफ इश्यूज ऑफ सर्वाइवल ऑफ द बॉडी। जो माइंड वाले हैं, राइट, माइंड कॉन्शियसनेस किधर है, मणिपुर चक्र, माइंड इज मणिपुर चक्र। सो दे हैव ऑलवेज फेस चैलेंजेस कि उनको जितना पढ़ना था उन्हें पढ़ने नहीं दिया गया, डिपेंडेंसी है, रोल प्ले है, दे हैव ऑलवेज फॉट दोज काइंड ऑफ चैलेंजेस ऑफ द माइंड। सेंसेस कहाँ पर है, हार्ट चक्र। हार्ट चक्र वाले दे हैव ऑलवेज फेस्ड दीज काइंड ऑफ इश्यूज, क्योंकि हार्ट चाहती है कि मैं जब डिजायर करूँ तो आई शुड बी लाइक अ हिरण, आई शुड बी एबल टू डू व्हाट आई वांट। but they are faced with limitations, सोसाइटी के लिमिटेशंस, फाइनेंशियल लिमिटेशंस, फिजिकल लिमिटेशंस. जितना वो जीना चाहते हैं उतना वो जी नहीं पाते, तो उनका हार्ट चक्रा का इशू होता है. इट्स लाइक दिस. नाउ वी कम टू द सोल कॉन्शियसनेस. नाउ सोल कॉन्शियसनेस का क्या होता है? सोल इज ओवरऑल, राइट? सोल इज ओवरऑल मीन्स सी there is nothing bigger or lesser than the other. All of them have got equal chance in experiencing. पर सोल थोड़ा डीपर होता है. सो सोल जो है, अब बॉडी केवल बॉडी को देखती है, माइंड एंड बॉडी को देखता है, राइट? जो सेंसेस है वो सेंसेस, बॉडी और माइंड को देखती है. तो सेंसेस वाला जो है वो बॉडी को भी ट्रेन करता है, खुद को भी फिट रखता है और अपने माइंड को भी ठीक रखता है. अब आ जाते हो सोल को. सोल सबको देखता है, राइट? सो सोल कॉन्शियसनेस में क्या है? They treat it, they focus on good behavior, warm relationship and following of dharma, principles of life. They have a lot of concept of right, wrong, good, bad and believe that we are beyond mind, body, senses and this world as a soul. They see themselves beyond mind, body, senses. For them dharma, principles of life, good behavior is a big priority for them. उनके लिए प्रायोरिटी है शुरू से. यू विल सी दैट इवन फ्रॉम देयर चाइल्डहुड. नेक्स्ट इज दे बिलीव इफ वन डज गुड कर्मा, गुड विल कम टू देम. दे बिलीव इन सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट, एनहांसमेंट एंड कंप्लीशन ऑन ऑल फ्रंट्स ऑफ लाइफ. दे बिलीव इन कंप्लीशन ऑफ एवरीथिंग, माइंड, बॉडी, सेंसेस एंड सोल. उनकी प्रायोरिटीज होती है हीलिंग. दे वांट द हीलिंग ऑफ द माइंड, हीलिंग ऑफ द बॉडी, हीलिंग ऑफ द सोल. देयर प्रायोरिटीज इज रियलाइजेशन. Who am I? मैं कौन हूँ? मैं क्या करने आया हूँ? They are their priorities. They have creative pursuits to enhance life. वो जिंदगी को enhance करने के लिए they like to follow creativity. Because soul consciousness is the Swadhisthana chakra. So they try to have creative pursuits to enhance life. A little bit repeat. Traits are they focus on good behavior, warm relationships, following of dharma and principles of life. They have a lot of concept of right, wrong, good, bad and believe that we are beyond mind, body, senses and this world as a soul. They believe that if one does good karma, good will come to him. They believe in self-development, enhancement and completion on all fronts of life. Mind also, body also, senses also, soul also. Priorities. Priorities are healing. उनकी priority heal होती है. Because they know they cannot live as a soul. जब तक body heal नहीं होगी, mind heal नहीं होगा, senses heal नहीं होंगी, and realization of self and creative pursuits to enhance life. Their experiences are always self-doubt and communication issues. As they are growing up in life, they are belittled or they are ridiculed, they are not accepted. Generally, these people have bad relationships as they are growing up in life, especially relationships with partners, men, or women. And they have a lot of self-doubt because they have to find out who am I. So they have a lot of self-doubt, they have a lot of communication issues in their growing up years. Their nature is warm, compassionate, they take care of the soul needs of self and the others. Their voice, we are one. Human birth needs to be used for enhancement of life. जिंदगी को enhance करना है. Not only survival, not only knowledge, not only pleasures. जिंदगी का enhancement होना है as a whole. One needs to surrender body, mind, senses and individuality for higher attainments. This is their voice. अब कौन कौन सोल है इधर आ जाओ, क्योंकि बहुत सारे जो सीक्रेट्स होते हैं. Whenever I have my workshops, I have to keep myself to one level of one layer only. I have to share. एक level होता है, you can only share with people who are deeply searching for knowledge. So this will be the second level where I'll be teaching all about the different egos, how to get rid of the egos, how can you unveil your pure self. I will be teaching you the secrets of the Shri Vidya Sadhana in a very different way. I know that Shri Yantra has been projected in a very different way, but I will tell you how I have lived the Shri Yantra in my life. So I'll be telling you the secrets of Shri Yantra also. और बाकी बहुत सारी बातें हैं जब enlightenment की journey होती है, because we have to understand what is Chakra Yoga. Chakra Yoga is basically about yoga with the universal consciousness. How this workshop or our workshop separate us from the rest of the world, because our aim is not to get power, to get success, to get no. Our aim is to get the holistic self of ourselves. We need to find our higher self. That is the aim of the workshop. The aim of the workshops, any of these workshops, is not to become rich or to become powerful or to become healthy. It is basically our higher self which will achieve health, which will achieve abundance, which will achieve harmony, which will achieve success. Because ultimately, what is enlightenment? I'll tell you in short, what is enlightenment? Because every person in this world will finally become enlightened. Yes? Finally, that is your final aim in life. Yes or no? और enlightenment है क्या चीज़? Enlightenment का मतलब है you live like the consciousness. Enlightenment means you don't live like you, like the one that you think. You don't live in your limited self. You live like the consciousness and you live your identity to the fullest. That is enlightenment. Only when you achieve enlightenment will you achieve the bigger things in life, where you will achieve abundance, success, name, fame. You will achieve everything only after enlightenment. Before enlightenment, you will achieve only a small stage, and that also with pleasure and pain, with a lot of duality. And duality creates a lot of suffering. So basically, what is enlightenment? Enlightenment is actually destruction. It's actually destruction of everything that you think about yourself. It is destruction of your body, destruction of your mind, destruction of your senses, destruction of every single definition that you have about yourself is enlightenment. Because only when you destroy yourself, whatever you think, every single aspect of yours, only when you destroy, you realize who you are. You realize, I am that. That is enlightenment. So, now we have to understand, so finally we have to understand that yes, we are the body consciousness, mind consciousness, sense consciousness and the soul consciousness. Now, inside each of these also is a tattva, right? जो हमारे पंच तत्व हैं, अर्थ, वाटर, फायर, एयर, ईथर. आप में से भी आपके अंदर एक तत्व है. उस तत्व के हिसाब से you will be doing a job. Okay? Now, inside each one of you is a panch tattva. Okay? So, let us come to the first panch tattva, which is earth. और ये चारों के लिए applicable. आज अगर आपका पंच तत्व अर्थ है, means you believe in the physical, you believe in doing. You can be sense, you can be soul, but you believe in physically doing anything. You are the पंच तत्व अर्थ. You are the तत्व अर्थ. अब अर्थ अगर आपका तत्व है, आप में से जिसका तत्व अर्थ है, you will develop in physically doing. So what will you do physically? These are the choices you have. You will either be a developer, manufacturer of material and assets, farmer, laborer, social worker, food, clothing, survival, stability, shelter का आप physically काम करोगे, physical. Clear? You will be physically doing it. Next, mind. You also believe in doing physical, but you will not work for the survival, stability, health. You will be developing for knowledge. So you will be a developer, manufacturer of technology, machines, anything related to knowledge, but you will be a developer. Right? Third sense, because you believe in making joy, making life beautiful, you will be a developer, manufacturer, creator of sensory products. It could be a sensory place also, or craftsmen, or you could be a craftsman, you could be a skilled artist. If you believe in the Pancha Tattva, Earth, because you believe in physically doing it. Next one, if you believe in physically doing, you could be a developer, manufacturer of healing products, healing technique, anything to do at the soul level, for the holistic self, right? So you will be doing anything of development, manufacturing, creating, you will be doing that. Next, we believe in the water. अगर आपका water तत्व ज़्यादा active है, मतलब you are any one of the consciousness, but you believe in healing, because soul is, water is healing, water is cleansing. You believe in the cleansing. So water is cleansing, healing, care, support. Water is about care, it's about nurturing. So if you are physical, आप physical हो but you believe in healing, you can be a doctor. Physical doctor. Understand करो. आप physical doctor हो सकते हो, आप physical therapist हो सकते हो, आप fitness trainer हो सकते हो, dietitian हो सकते हो, nutritionist हो सकते हो, marriage bureau खोल सकते हो, family counselor हो सकते हो, policeman हो सकते हो, rescue service हो सकते हो, nature preservation, social worker हो सकते हो. Because you are physical, right? You are a body consciousness, but you believe in nurture. So you can be any one of these. डॉक्टर को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता इमोशन से, होलिस्टिक सेल्फ से. He will heal you physically. Clear? Now you are again into the healing, but you are in the mind. You believe in the healing, but you are a mind consciousness. You can be an HR consultant. You can be an advisor. You can be a counselor. You can be a counselor. You can be an advisor. You can be a coach. You believe in healing, care, survival, defense, civil servant, military, lawyer, protector of patents, company laws, rules. आप प्रोटेक्शन हो ना, बिकॉज स्वादिष्टान चक्र तत्व पानी क्या है? प्रोटेक्शन, केयर, नर्चर, सपोर्ट. क्लियर? Yes? So you will be any one of this. HR consultant, advisor, coach, civil servant, military, like you. You are a consultant. So you come in this. You are an advisor, right? Consultant and all. So military, lawyer, protector of patents, company laws, rules, etc. Right? Because you have chosen to be in the mind consciousness, right? But you are a healer eventually. Eventually you are a healer. You want to make people happy. So you are an advisor. Okay? He is not doing it physically. He believes दूर से रेकी दे दो, दूर से प्राणी healing कर दो, correct? Advice कर दो, but you are sitting in the mind consciousness. Clear? If he believed in physical, he would have been in the body consciousness, and he believes in healing, so he would have been a physical therapist. Actually उठा के लोगों का health ठीक कर रहे हो, physically. Clear? Then you come to the senses. सब लोग अपना अपना समझेंगे तो समझ आएगा. If you try to understand others one, you get confused. So today आपका तत्व है water, which is healing, care and support, and you are a sense consciousness. So what you will do? You will open a spa, you will open a salon, you will open a Panchakarma center, जहाँ उनको अच्छा enjoy करें और heal हो. And you will be lifestyle guide, trainer. But you will believe in lifestyle. You will believe in healing and care, but through lifestyle. Clear? मतलब आप हो sense consciousness, you celebrate life, but आपके अंदर एक healer. So what you will do? You will heal, but in your style. You will heal in your style. You will not heal in some dingy place and some sad place. You will heal in the spa, salon, Panchakarma with lot of aroma. You know, basically you heal in a style. Lifestyle guide, trainer. Clear? And if you are a healer, etc., and you believe in the healing and you are soul consciousness, you will be a healer, therapist, life coach. You will be a coach. You will be a guide. Right? But you will guide about the holistic self. Now next is fire. आज आप कोई भी consciousness हो, पर आपका fire तत्व बहुत active है. You believe in knowledge. You believe in leadership. You believe in your opinions. So what will happen? If your body, you will use that knowledge for survival and easy life. आप gadgets बनाओगे, क्योंकि आपका main तो body है. You believe in the body, so you will make gadgets, technology, protection, security measures. क्योंकि body का main होता है survival, stability, health. So because you are going to use the mind, you are going to use your knowledge to create gadgets, technology, protection, security measures. You will use knowledge for longevity and survival of the body. Clear? Next, mind. Today you you are a mind consciousness and आपका तत्व भी फायर है. तो दिस इज तो अल्टीमेट कॉम्बिनेशन हो गया ना, माइंड विद माइंड. जैसे बॉडी विद बॉडी, अब देखो बॉडी विद बॉडी में कितने सारे थे. बॉडी विद बॉडी में देखो यू कुड बी दिस, बिकॉज बॉडी एंड तत्व भी बॉडी है, राइट. सो एंड वाटर में तत्व वाटर है. वाटर में दिस पंच तत्व इज वाटर और उसमें तत्व इज वाटर. देयर इज अ तत्व वाटर इन दिस आइडेंटिटी इन द सोल. सो यू बी हीलर, थेरेपिस्ट, लाइफ कोच. सो फायर, नाउ फायर में वी आर कमिंग इनटू योर्स कि यू आर अ माइंड कॉन्शियसनेस और आपका तत्व भी फायर है. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, व्हाट यू विल डू, यू विल थिंक ऑफ द ग्रोथ ऑफ नॉलेज थ्रू डिसिप्लिन. यू विल emphasize on acquisition of knowledge. You will be a leader, organizer, administrator, mayor, councilman, governor. You will be a leader. क्योंकि जो मणिपुर चक्र है जिसका तत्व फायर होता है, it makes you a leader, right? It makes you do something for the benefit of everybody else. Then next, senses. Senses में आपका तत्व जो है वो फायर एक्टिव. So what will happen? You will talk about lifestyle enhancement through knowledge, creativity, power play, politician, civil service, socialite. So this is lifestyle enhancement through creativity, knowledge, power play, politician, civil service, socialite. All the socialites fall in this category. If your soul and your tattva is fire, you believe in knowledge. So you will like development of self and the world through yoga, research, study of healing modalities, spiritual knowledge, tantra, mantra, religion, and basically the holistic self. You will like to guide the humanity towards self-development through everything that has taken place, through religion, through yoga, through everything. Yes? Isn't it clear? कि थोड़े confused हो गए सब लोग? It's clear, right? See, एक बार you are divided into 4 categories. आपको देखना है कि मेरा तत्व क्या है. I like doing, so in my category I will be more into manufacture. If I am more into knowledge, I will be using my knowledge to. आप कोई भी होगे, if you are more into knowledge, you will be more like a leader and more using knowledge for my primary life purpose. So basically, if your tattva is fire, you will be more into leader, more into knowledge to enhance what is your primary purpose. If your primary purpose is care, support, you will use knowledge for care, support. If your primary purpose is to enjoy, you will use knowledge to enjoy. If your primary purpose is survival, you will use knowledge. इतना तो clear है? Yes? Air का क्या है? It is the comfort, it is the peace, it is the joy, it is the interaction. It is the tattva air. So air tattva means sense, in one way sense. So what we are trying to say, अब इसके अंदर sense, इसके अंदर sense, इसके अंदर sense, इसके अंदर sense. That is what we are talking. So today, if you are a body consciousness, पर आपका जो sense part बहुत active है. You believe in enjoyment, you believe in that joyful life. So what you will do? You will be a sportsman. अब ध्यान से सुनो. You could be any celebrity who could do physical. So today you believe in enjoying, but for you the body priorities are there. You will do anything which is related to media, interaction, sportsman, society operations. You could be a facilitator or a trader of physical goods and services. You could be a trader, facilitator of anything related to survival, longevity, health. You will be a trader. You love interacting with people because आपका तत्व air predominant. Clear? अब mind consciousness में sense active है. Sense. You believe in the pleasure, joy, interaction. तो mind consciousness में you will again be a trader, facilitator of technology, knowledge, product, service. आप कुछ भी कार्य करोगे, it will be related to your mind consciousness, but you will be a trader. You will be a media person. You will be a media person. A kind of person who likes to be in the society, limelight, interaction. So next, we come here. Now it is sense consciousness and it is sense. बताओ, sense का sense. तो क्या हो जाएगा? You will become an entertainer, you will become an artist, media person, musician, singer, dancer, painter, sculptor, beautician, cook, tour operator, interior, fashion designer, comedian, businessman, lifestyle products, marketing, advertising. क्योंकि आप हो ही सेंस कॉन्शियसनेस और आपका एयर ही एक्टर, तो आप बिल्कुल ही एक्टर ही बन जाओगे ना. Yes or no? Yes. जो अर्थ है इट इज कनेक्टेड टू मूलाधार बॉडी, वाटर इज कनेक्टेड टू स्वादिष्टान, केयर, हीलिंग, नर्चरिंग. आज आपका हाथ गंदा होता है तो पानी से धोते. जो फायर है इट इज रिलेटेड टू द मणिपुर चक्र, नॉलेज, पावर. तो अगर आपका फायर एक्टिव है यू गो फॉर नॉलेज, लीडरशिप, पावर. एंड एयर क्या है? सेंस. एयर इज सेंस, फीलिंग. हार्ट इज व्हाट? एयर, फीलिंग्स. तो टुडे यू predominantly take care of the feelings, pleasure, pain. और आप हो ही सेंस कॉन्शियसनेस, तो आप सीधा ही एक्टर बनोगे, एंटरटेनर, कॉमेडी आर्टिस्ट. यस, you will become one of these. Clear? But you are a sense consciousness and you are a sense consciousness and आपका तत्व एयर है, वो हमने बात कर ली है. But now you are a soul consciousness. But sense is active in you, so you will also believe in healing, but you will do healing in a beautiful way. Aroma, music, dance, therapy, group healing, oneness. You believe in this. So if you are a soul consciousness, you care about the healing, but you will not do healing like a medicine. You will make the healing very joyful. Yes or no? Now what do you think I am? Yes. And soul consciousness and sense. If I do anything, I do it very beautiful, otherwise I will not do it. It has to be nice, it has to be joyful, it has to be entertaining. Today you want to achieve moksha and to destroy yourself, I'll do it in a very good environment. So this is soul consciousness with the sense active. We will use all the different senses, basically to make life pleasurable also. Please understand, we are not talking about your profession, we are talking what you are inside. आप confuse मत हो कि today if I am a teacher मैं क्या होंगी. It's not you. We are talking what is the probable type of field which you should be going in. We are talking about that. We are not talking about what you are doing today. We are talking about what you should be ideally doing. तो आज अगर तुम share broker हो, so definitely you are looking for pleasure and pain. So you will be a sense consciousness. You will be a sense consciousness with the fire element active, because you आपको thrill आता है, मार्केट ऊपर जाता है, नीचे आता है, you love that thrill and that is why you are in share. Yes or no? जो पर्सन इतना नहीं ले सकता उसको तो हार्ट अटैक हो जाएगा. तो share broker has to be sense conscious. That's why he can take up the pleasure and he is actually going for that thrill and that excitement of making money. और जब आप pleasure के साथ जाओगे तो pain तो आएगा ही साथ. Right, but you are okay with that for the sake of pleasure. So you are a sense consciousness, but you are using your mind to get that money. Right? You are looking at the company, how they are performing. You are looking at everything. So you are a sense plus mind is a share. So last है ether. Ether means आपका जो main जो तत्व है, you like to communicate, you like to talk, right? You like to communicate and you like to talk. That is your primary quality, primary trait, right? अब आप आ गए body में, but you like to talk, you like to express. You will become a speaker, you will become a writer, and you will write on topics of body, survival, potential, support, fitness. आप इसके ऊपर किताबें लिखोगे, इसके ऊपर लोगों को गाइड करोगे, लोगों से बातें करोगे, because this is your primary. आपका पर्पस ये नहीं कि लोग हील हो जाए. You want to tell people, yeah, knowledge is so important. You want to tell people about all this. But the topics will be related to your primary consciousness. Next is, you are in ether, but for you, the knowledge, mind is very important. Gyan is very important. Knowledge is power, right? They believe body is everything. They believe knowledge is power. They believe pleasure is everything. And they believe life is everything. Zindagi is everything. So, आज mind consciousness जो है, if they have got the tattva of ether predominant in them, they will become again a speaker, a writer of mind, success, growth, potential, leadership, discipline. They are the people who write books, right? They are the people who speak on topics. All the people who are doing mind power workshops. माइंड में कितना है, माइंड क्या क्या कर सकता है, ये बोलेंगे बॉडी क्या क्या कर सकती है, ये बोलेंगे माइंड क्या क्या कर सकता है, ये कहेंगे सेंसेस क्या क्या कर सकती है, ये कहेंगे सोल क्या क्या कर सकती है. So you will be that. Next, you like to express, but it is senses. So you will write lifestyle magazines. आपके कारण वो जो फैशन शो आता है, फैशन शो, लाइफस्टाइल मैगजीन, आप उसके ऊपर लोगों को दिखाओगे what is life. You'll be writer of social skills, manners, discipline, couture, high culture, high living. You will like to write books on that. Good living, abundance. You will like to tell people about it. How life is beautiful and how you should enjoy it abundantly. Okay? So, if you are sense and sense, you will be all this: good living, abundance, lifestyle, writer of social skills, society person, like that. Next, a soul consciousness with the tattva of ether. You will become a guru. You will be a speaker. You will be a guru. You will be a writer of life, religion, spirituality, alternative sciences. You will be a guru. यही तो question है, why am I? It's a question, why am I? But see, the truth of life is that the more and more you are connected with yourself, because you have to know Aham Brahmasmi, right? I am the only one who exists in this world. I am the only one. जितना जितना आप स्वयं से कनेक्ट होते जाओगे, you will realize that self power, the self confidence. Because everything is self. आप सोचो कितने शब्द self के लिए बने. You understand? Self के लिए कितने शब्द बने. स्वादिष्टान में self esteem, मणिपुर में self respect, ऋत पद्मा में self worth, हार्ट चक्रा में सेल्फ बिलीफ, थ्रोट चक्रा में सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस. सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस अलग होता है, सेल्फ एस्टीम अलग होता है. और आज्ञा चक्रा में सेल्फ एक्सेप्टेंस. सो अंडरस्टैंड कि हर चक्रा में सेल्फ है. एंड आदमी जो है बाहर ढूंढ रहा है, ही इज नॉट लुकिंग फॉर द सेल्फ. The more and more you start connecting with your natural abilities, natural talent, you will be surprised कि everything around you which is not you will automatically get shed off. निकल जाएगा. It will just drop off. And the more and more it gets dropped off, the more and more universe will show you what is yourself. It is all these different fears of the 7 chakras which stop you from realizing what you are truly meant to do. But ultimately तो आपको करना ही पड़ेगा. अगर आपको ये साइकिल ऑफ पेन एंड प्लेजर से निकलना है, you have to go on the journey of finding yourself, and the journey of finding yourself is enlightenment. It's nothing else. Enlightenment is finding yourself. So today, to achieve enlightenment, what is enlightenment? After enlightenment, you are remembered long after you are born, and actually you never die after enlightenment. After enlightenment, you become amar. क्यों आप मर नहीं सकते. You never die after. You become immortal because you cannot die. आपका physical body तो झड़ जाएगा, but you will live forever. Forever you will live. You will be remembered. आपकी जयंती मनाई जाएगी, आपकी birthday मनाई जाएंगी. People will continue what you have done and they will keep on expanding it. And actually it's not people, it's your own consciousness which will keep on expanding the work done. That is enlightenment. You never go away actually anywhere. You stay here only. After enlightenment also you stay here. It's just that luckily you don't have a physical body. Because you don't have a physical body, you don't have that pains, you don't have that challenges. Imagine we didn't have a physical body, we could do anything that we want. It would have been more enjoyable.